This is exactly how you should set up your planner so you stop doing nothing all day. Specifically for my ADHD girlies, I'm using the Rock Planner because it's completely digital and it syncs up to your calendar and your phone. But in my last video, I mentioned that time blocking is something that I just cannot do and I wish that I could, but ADHD does not run on stable energy. It runs off of dopamine waves, and what I've noticed helps me the most is to actually make containers. So here you can see I have my schoolwork container, I have a content container, and then I also have my writing container, and then I just have my different appointments there as well. These different containers are just a period of time that you are going to actually do the project, but the difference between this and time blocking is that you can do the container at any time as long as you fulfill the container. This makes me feel like I still have a sense of freedom and control over my schedule, but I still know what I have to do and I can still get it done, and it doesn't trigger my avoidance. Wish I had avoidant attachment in relationships. Like, my God, why do I have to have it with this? For certain projects like my writing, which is very intimidating to me because I am a perfectionist, and because of that, I like to procrastinate. I also like to put in entry points instead of just the action. What I used to do is write for 2 hours, but now I put open doc and write 3 sentences because that's my entry point. It's not as overwhelming, it's not as intimidating, and I know for a fact that I can do that. And again, motivation typically sets in after starting. So I just need to get started and I need to make the barrier of entry as simple as possible. Next is to only limit yourself to 1 or 2 main priorities. As you can see, they have a top 3 here, but honestly, I think 1 or 2 is the best. And the third one is just an appointment because I couldn't miss that. I've realized is not overshooting my to-do list is the best way to go about it, because I would always have a to-do list that had like 30 things on it and not get all of it done and then feel unaccomplished and unmotivated for the next day. When you only have 1 or 2 that you know for a fact you can get done, then you can start adding things onto the list. That's why I say honestly just start with 1 or 2 at most. I just started using this, which is the daily win, and I really like it because I feel like sometimes we don't even give ourselves enough credit for getting through the day, and we are just like constantly exposed to so much stress and anxiety that like even getting 1 or 2 things done in a day I think is a good job. Also have been liking adding a brain dump so that I have everything there and I can also go back and see like what my issue was that day, or just random thoughts, random to-do lists, random ideas, random quotes, whatever it is. I'll explain this more in another video, but keeping a backlog has actually saved my life. It's basically that list of to-dos that's probably in your notes app right now that is so long and you can never finish it and never get it done, and it's really not that like interesting and it's not a priority to do at all, and there's no time frame on it. You just know at some point you have to do it. For example, like going to the post office, which is everybody's favorite thing to do.